Hi, welcome to this prototype unboxing for Firesiege A Feralis story from Dear Games. This is a game that is coming to crowdfunding soon, so I'm going to have the opportunity to play the game, try it out and cover it with a preview video with my review, my opinion, and how to play, detail how to play, so you get an understanding about the game. The game is designed by Martino Ciacera, Michel Pablo Granocchia, if I'm pronouncing correctly, and the publisher is Dear Games Studio, which is also has other games in this universe. Again, the game is played from 1 to 5 players. Very happy to see that it has a solo too. Takes around 60 to 120 minutes, ages 12 and up, and it's scheduled to be published in 2024. The game falls under the categories of adventure fantasy games with miniatures, with main mechanisms used, the communication limits, co-op game, scenario mission campaign game with variable setup. Firesiege A Feralis story is a limited communication cooperative game. Each player controls a Vulcan hero with unique abilities and skills, and turn after turn you play action cards to resist the siege of the army of the Skrill that are crawling into the city of Meda to kill your leader Norad. The enemy army is near to infinite, thus in order for you to win, your troops must outmaneuver the Skrill, fulfilling different goal cards. For example, selling the 3 nests of the Skrill, rescuing inhabitants of the citadel of Meda, recruiting enough Marol mercenaries to overcome the enemy, and so on, till they have managed to flip all 6 banner tokens on the victory side. Each game will present players with different challenge and depending on the goal card selected. Be aware though that each action in battle triggers a reaction, and that's normal because that's the same in normal life. When playing a card, you get to know only one side of it, while the other players know the other side, but no one, you don't have the information on this and you cannot communicate this. Communication is crucial to success, but of course it's limited, it's restricted, and in battle you are not entirely free to speak out loud about your plans. Both sides of the card you play must be resolved, and one is always good, light side, while the other will affect you negatively, has a shadow side. If your hero dies in battle, an enemy sneaks into the city center of the incubation track reaches its maximum, the game is immediately lost for the players. Choose wisely which and when effects should be played, as well as your action, because everything has consequences and you need to be sure that that's the right thing for you. Sounds fascinating, extremely fresh and unique, also in a very vivid universe. So let's open the box and see what's inside. Again, this is a prototype, that's why you see white roughed corners around the box. This is a very nice prototype, but it's still a prototype. So take that for as it is, just to give you an insight on the components and how far the game has been developed, which is quite a lot, almost to completion. The draft rulebook, again, this is a draft rulebook, but just to show you the amount of thought and work that has been done in the game, even before crowdfunding. You can find the draft rulebook. You can see the hero cards, the main board, goal cards, warrior cards, horde cards, the morale cards, the different pouches, the player bags, the player boards, the Skrill Hunter, the Skrill Queen, the dice, and the life tokens. Of course, there are hero miniatures for the heroes and different bits and pieces over here. So here's how you set up the game. You can have an easy, standard, hard, or heroic level, which is also very welcome. The gameplay. On your turn you go through the sequence of actions. You have optional actions as well, and you already seen how you can win or you can lose the game. So here the command tiles, they have the light side, okay, and they also have the dark side, the shadow side, which is always bad for the players. This is the main board. There's some additional input about the enemies, the Vulcan action, the breaches. And here you can have a look on your hero cards in detail, their abilities, the special abilities, which is excellent. To have asymmetry, and also the different mercenary cards, the horde track, and examples. So easy to understand, sounds easy to play and get behind, but seems that it offers a lot of options. Here are all the icons, the dice icons, okay, and the warlock card, the horde cards, etc. So, and also the command cards in the back. Now, again, let me open this prototype to show you the board. So I love siege games, especially here. This is a co-op siege game with communication limits, so it seems extremely interesting from what I've heard so far. I'm very happy to cover this game and play it out and try it out before everyone else. So this is the Citadel, where you get to try to defend. Okay, these are the different tracks that you see, slots for cards, etc. Now, let's see what else we have. We have bags for each of the players. This game plays all the way up to 5 players and also offers a solo. So I'm very happy to hear that. Both having the solo and the 5-player. This combination 1 to 5 is not always very easy to see in games, unfortunately. We have here the player boards, which are quite thick actually. Don't know if the final production is going to be like that. You have to follow the campaign, but they're thick boards with slots, okay, here, so that's cool. Then we have the heroes with their abilities. So let me demonstrate those as well. The art in this game is phenomenal, very different. Gesta the archer, and another alternative option behind, from the back. Karanth the knight, Reshiner the guardian, wow. Another option of the guardian, another version of the guardian. Tana the rider, and Hurtling the high prelate. Amazing. So very interesting and beautiful art, but among all, what I think it's important here to highlight is that the idea is something really clever. I hope it works well in practice. I'm going to find out. So here we also have the track for 1 to 3 players or 4 or more players. This is a power-up board. Okay, cool. Then we have the various pieces. These are the Falcon soldiers. Again, this is prototype, so keep that in mind because these are very custom and rough. Exactly because they're prototypes, they're going to be high quality for sure. I assume in the final production, but the sculpt is really nice. These are the Skrill Hunters. They look like that. Also very nice pieces, very unique in terms of shape. Yeah. Okay. Then we have the Skrill Queen. Which looks like that. So quite scary. And then we have 2 dice, the battle die, the white one, and the horde die. Okay, and again these are prototype dice. Of course, you're going to have nice custom dice, but just to show you how they look like. Cool. Another queen tried to escape. Okay. We have warlord standees, and these look really nice. I don't know if it's going to be cardboard or something else, but the art here is fantastic on those pieces. Okay, they have their bases as well, but just to show you how they look like in terms of art. These look really nice. You have to combine them with the right bases, of course, but just here to show you the art quickly. For example, I think most probably this goes like that and creates this nice, I assume it goes like that. No, it goes like that here. Yeah, wait a minute. This looks even better. Oh, this is phenomenal. I like a lot the art on these pieces. And again, I have to assemble them, but you get an idea on how they look like. Next, we have some track markers for the power board, etc., and different tracks. Cool. We have banner tokens and nest tokens. So these are banner tokens. Yeah. And these, I believe, they are nest tokens. Right? I think these are the nest tokens. They look like the nest tokens, yeah. Cool. Next we have these two minis, which I'm not sure I know what they are, to be honest. Oh, I need to glue this. Some super glue. Again, these are prototype minis, as you see, and they look very nice, very nice, I should say. Yeah. Some more tokens. Here we have different things like orbs, for example. These are the orbs, or these are the war machine tokens. These are the Skrill web tokens, these ones. Seems extremely replayable, the game. And these are the civilian tokens. Okay. They look like that. Yeah. Okay. Next. Various pieces which are mainly live tokens. As I see, game will have 26 of those. Okay. And these are breach tokens, where you have a breach in the wall. These to indicate the breach. Very nicely indicated with this overlay. Token. These cards, I believe, are the morale cards. No, they're like that. Yeah, it makes more sense like that. This is the back. I mean, look at the art here. I'm not familiar with the previous game, so I have to look it up, but if this from this universe, this looks extremely beautiful, at least for my personal taste. Then we have these cards. These are the Warlord cards, and we have 6 of those. These are the Warlords. They have their own standees, the one that I showed you. Yeah, the ones that I've showed you. I believe these are here. Then we have these cards. These cards are the call cards, the goal cards. And depending on the different goal cards, you're going to have different, look at the art here. You're going to have different things to try to go for. So making each session different. Very nice, very nice. Very nice. And last but not least, we have a small deck of cards. These are the these cards here. These cards, I believe, are, how they're called? I'm not sure, and maybe these are for the solo, I don't know. I have to check the rules. Okay, cool. And then let me show you quickly the minis. Of course, again, these are prototype minis, but just to show you how they look like, to get an idea. Now there are some, this belongs to the green one, so I think it's broken. We need to glue them, but yeah, they are, because they didn't have any insert, I'm sure they're going to be protected in the, oh, there is some kind of glue here, so maybe someone before me tried to glue them or something, but anyway, you see how they look like. I believe it's better to use super glue here, yeah, but I don't know the material, because again, these are prototype minis. No, this is nice, this is really nice. And this one too, ooh, look at that. Yeah, and this is the green one, which should have some kind of, yeah, maze here or something. Yeah, okay, cool. So I have 4 of them, but I believe the game plays up to 5. Yeah. So next thing I want to show you is how the player bags look like, and I think they should most probably have a set of tiles in there. You have 80 command tiles, so I believe these are included in each bag. Yeah, so I'm not going to open the rest of the bags. So you can have either light or shadow side, and it's each one has both light and shadow side. Yeah, but what is interesting to see here is the idea behind it. I really like the idea that you cannot communicate what you're going to play both sides once you're selecting one, but you cannot communicate with other players what's on the other side, so you have to try to play accordingly in regards to that. So there you have it. This is Firesiege. Very much looking forward to try out. This is a prototype unboxing. I'm going to add the link in the description of the video for the crowdfunding campaign page, but also I'm going to cover the game with a separate video to show you how the game plays and have a quick review and in detail how to play for the game. So stay tuned.